Hi there, welcome to this week's video. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of sailing, a little bit of the inspiration for some paintings that I wanted to do, and I'll just draw those out. But what I want to speak about is a forced pause in painting, or when you get stopped in your painting and the ideas don't stop. So when you are unable to paint as an artist, it doesn't mean your brain stops thinking about it, it carries on. And the first stop that I had where I couldn't see, I kept getting ideas for paintings, and I've still got ideas for paintings that from the sailing. And I kept thinking, right, I'll be able to do that one, I'll be able to do that one, I'll be able to do that one. And I almost made a mental list of the paintings that I want to do. And now that I've actually got to the point where I can paint again, that mental list, the start of that mental list, is not a mental place where I am at the moment. So I've got paintings that I'd like to do, but that don't actually fire me up the way they did at the time. So I sketched them out, I got the ideas down, but the idea of actually putting the paint down and making a painting out of them just makes me feel a bit low energy. It's the only way of describing it. And when I think about what I'm reacting to in the world now, that brings me high energy. So what I think I'm going to have to do is the paintings that I've thought of in the past, sketch them down, put them in the sketchbook, and they'll sit and wait, and I may revisit them. I may not, I may never go back to them. But the idea of actually having a list of paintings that you want to do, starting at the top of the list and working your way through it, I think is going to be very unhealthy for me to do. What I need to do is I need to paint what I am excited and passionate about now and show that to you. That's an artist's journey. An artist's journey isn't about having a list of things that they need to do and just ticking them off. And I think sometimes you get told that. You get told, oh yeah, you've just got to show up and you've just got to put the work in. You've just got to show up and you've just got to put the work in. If you want to create frustrated, soulless images that you're just churning out because that's what you feel you have to do, that's one thing. Commissions are completely different. You can immerse yourself in a commission because you have an audience, and you can say, right, how am I going to capture what they want? And that in itself, every time I'm asked to do that, that fires me up anyway. But as far as working on what's in my own head, what's in my own head may not be in my own head anymore. And it's a difficult thing to capture. It's a difficult thing to take yourself back to a moment in time where you thought of the painting and like, how did I feel? What was I reacting to? What was going on in the world that made me feel like that? What was going on in my environment that made me feel like that? Because it's, even though my paintings are very fantastical and full of crazy creatures, I'm reacting to what's around me. I'm reacting to the reality. And if it's a nice happy picture and I'm just not in a happy place, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work at all. I'm not that good of an actor. So I really felt as though I needed to say that, because my paintings may jump around a bit, but that's only because my personality jumps around a lot. One minute I can be up, next minute I can be down, and that's part of who I am. And to actually squash that is not making my art a representative of me. I'm what's the word? Can't think of the word. I'll try and think of the word and put it down here. Anyway, but I'm not showing my true self, and that to me is the most important thing. And I think that's why artists' work changes and grows and differs, because as you get older you grow and change. So a bit of sailing. I'll catch up on the story so far that I missed whilst I couldn't see, and then you'll be in real time with me thinking. I'll be videoing where I am at the moment, what paintings I'm doing, and where I'm going next. I just feel a bit disjointed with the content and pretending that I want to paint something when I don't. Doesn't leave me with a happy taste in my mouth, a good taste in my mouth, a happy thoughts, whichever one it is. So thank you very much for listening to my drivelly talk. It's just me being arty flaky. The 2 tarot decks, I am picking my way through those really well. But what I want to do is when I'm feeling something, that's when I pounce and I go, yes, that's when I'm going to do that one. That's when I'm going to do that one. It's not something you can force, that one. So bear with me. More is on the way, and I shall show you the next bit, and I'll see you in a bit. We left the top of Loch Gill at the bottom of the Crinan canal and headed towards Tarbert. There was a steady breeze, but it was gusting occasionally up to 40 or 50 miles an hour, which is quite unusual. We passed fishing boats, but no other sailors on the way. I don't think anyone was that stupid. We pulled into Tarbert in breezy conditions, and I immediately fell in love with the place. Maybe it was the sunshine after all the rain, but it had a very welcoming atmosphere. Even a local swan came to say hello and try and eat the boat. The marina is in a natural harbour and is well protected. The views across the bay were beautiful. And Michelle enjoyed the local facilities, maybe a little too much. It was low tide, and the peace and tranquility of the place was contagious. There are many buildings and sites of interest in Tarbert to make the place worth coming back to. It was at this point I knew I'd have to come back to do maybe a larger painting, like a spirit of Tarbert. With the sun setting and more rain on the way, we headed back to Freya, stopping to take in the view from the source to the sea. There's not many places that enchanted me as much as Tarbert did. There's something magical about the place. I'll definitely have to go back. With a beautiful sky and a takeaway tucked in our bags for tea, we jumped back aboard, looking forward to our trip to Troon the next day. At least we thought we were going to Troon, but that's another story. We had a still, clear night, a welcome break from all the storms. So these are a couple of the ideas that I got whilst we were going round doing the sailing. You may recognise this one, my Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster one, and the creature in the canals. What I did want to do was maybe do one for Tarbert that you've just seen, a spirit of Tarbert, but I did realise I'd need to spend more time there to actually do that. So I haven't actually sketched anything out for that, but there was another one, and it's when we get to Largs, and it's like of the needle. It's like an obelisk type construction. I think it's called the pencil. The one in Largs is called the pencil, and in front of it are some chairs. And when I was there, which you will see when I do the Largs video, there was something on the seat here. So I'm just going to sketch out, or I might have them walking past, or I haven't decided yet, but like the mountains in the background and clouds. Get my pen tipped up the right way, and there were bushes down the front. So there are quite a lot of trees and stuff around the actual pencil where the path went past as well. The pen's running out. So I've switched to a pencil now so I can show you properly. That's better. So there were trees and stuff down here, like so. And then there was this. I don't know whether to have this person walking or sitting on the chairs that were in front of the pencil. And there were some bushes around the pencil. And then there was the horizon in the background with the distant islands behind, and then the clouds in the sky. So this, when I get an idea, if I sketch it down like this, it's in there, and then I know I can remember it. Like I did with these, they're not finished drawings, they're just sketches. And there's plenty of ones that I have that I don't even know will ever turn into paintings. Like this one here. I remember what it was about, I just haven't painted it yet. There's one that did turn into a painting eventually. There's another one that hasn't turned into a painting yet. That one did turn into a painting. And that one turned into a painting. This one didn't. I can sort of tell the ones that haven't turned into a painting yet, like that one, because they're still very sketchy. And the ones that actually did, it's like I've worked back into them. That was the dragon in the firebox. There's a couple more that haven't turned into paintings yet. So a lot of my work is actually just scribbled into sketchbooks for later use, and I do go back into them. But there's the pencil from Largs. I do want to do a Tarbert Spirit of painting with lots and lots of different parts of Tarbert, because I absolutely fell in love with Tarbert, but I think I need to visit it again. So that's on my list, to-do list, definitely. It'll happen when it happens. So thank you very much, and yeah, let's get back to it. So there we go, a little bit of the chapter shown to you, the next bit of the chapter. I'll put out something next week. Not sure what's in it yet, depends where I get to in the next few days, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.